RAED means pioneer in Arabic. But how do you define RAED?
RAED actually is maybe the first privately owned VC in Saudi Arabia. So this is also maybe a translation of why we are also pioneers and supporting pioneers in the Middle East and North Africa. And we actually came in 2016 to support early stage founders in this region. And we started with a small fund in 2015-16, but also we grew up to be a much bigger fund in 2020. And we are very excited about the region, so we will continue focusing in Middle East, North African early stage startups because of the massive gap of digital economy in the region.
What do you see founders A, wanting and B, getting from the market?
The amount of money that is ready to invest in startups is massive. So now the time for the founder is to see what is the value of this particular investor over that, not only dollar-wise, but also value-wise.
Maybe if we flip the conversation to not how the founders chooses the VC, to how a VC like yourself chooses the founder. So what do you look for in a deal or an opportunity that makes you go, look, this might be my next big investment?
Number one is founders, but also is how big is the market that this company is aiming to crack. There are markets that are obvious, but there are also interesting markets that are not obvious. This is something that doesn't come with how big is the market, but what is the potential of this very good product to crack a new market or to create a new market in Saudi Arabia and in the region.
So how do you view the last, now eight years, I guess?
Vision 2030 actually transformed Saudi Arabia. We couldn't really even imagine that this will happen in this short period of time. And more doors are open to us. We are seeing opportunities that we weren't even dreaming of before that. And also finding more and more appetite, not only from the government, but also from the private sector.
So how did RAED disrupt the VC ecosystem?
The VC is not a disruptor by itself. We actually come and back the disruptors.
Okay.
And this is why we are very careful backing the founders. We usually screen about 1,500 companies a year, and we invest in about between 5 and 7 only. So the filtration process is very strong, because we want really to have a real strong entrepreneurs who can disrupt the markets. We have about 44 disruptors now in the portfolio. Some of them unfortunately failed, but some of them are actually creating a massive opportunity for themselves and for the overall societies.
We talked about the last couple of years. I would love to talk about the next couple of years. What excites you and your partners in RAED, and what are you looking forward to invest in?
We will see more and more of great founders because there is now a much healthier environment, regulation environment, much more abundant availability of VC money. And also, we see more and more educated people are taking risk, leaving their jobs and doing their passion, doing their dream of life, which is the company that they want to do themselves, and they want to disrupt something or they want to create something. And that is actually a bigger opportunity for us down the road. And number two, there is also, because of the scarcity of growth, that means that we might see great companies with less than usual price that we can get in these companies. Number three, if you see the digital gap in MENA, it's massive. There is a need for more and more investors, more and more quality investors to come and help and support great founders in the region. So we're very excited. We think that the overall MENA, but particularly GCC, are transforming in a very good way, policy-wise, regulation-wise, and attractiveness-wise for talents not only in the region but also globally. We anticipate seeing more and more great founders, not only from the region but from outside, to come and relocate, and we have great stories.
Omar, thank you very much for joining us today. Very helpful and very insightful.
I'm really glad to join you today and hope to see you soon again, Abdullah.
Inshallah. Thank you very much.